another one.
You know what time it is, everybody tune in. It's LA Radio Live, hot interview with Rapp Starr a.k.a. Hurricane Cam. It's going down, y'all. Hit that share button. Much love to everybody tuning in. I'm your boy OG, Flow Master, and you know what time it is. Yeah, what's up, everybody? I'm your boy OG to the Flow Master. Right now, this is LA Radio Live, Hot 107 interview with the man, the dope lyrical artist, y'all. Keeping lyrical rap at its finest, y'all. Putting it out there. Rapp Starr a.k.a. Hurricane Cam. What's up, dog?
What's up with you, yo? What's up, everybody? What's good?
Man,
how y'all doing now?
Man, glad to have you in the house, man. I know that, man. I've heard big things about you. Queen Gina told me about you, man. She said get him up on this interview, and we're glad to have you in the house, man. We're rocking it out right now. Everybody tuning in, everybody on the live. We appreciate you. And, man, look, man, how long you been doing this music, man?
Oh, man, shout out to Queen Gina. Shout out to Beverly for this, man. I appreciate being here, man. It's a blessing. I've been doing this since I was 9. I'm 30 years old right now, born in 1991. I've been doing this for a long time. I got serious. I started rapping, you know, when I started rapping, Eminem, me listening to Eminem got me, you know, into rapping. And then when 50 Cent and the G-Unit movement came, that's when I got serious into it. And, you know, I've been doing it ever since, you know, battling people in the block, you know, battling people at high school, you know, in the back of the school bus, writing rhymes in the back of the school bus, writing rhymes in my algebra notebook, you know what I'm saying? Battling people in the lunchrooms, you know, everybody know how I get down, man. Did shows and concerts at college and everything like that. Met KRS-One, Dougie Fresh, you know, it's been a good ride, man.
That's dope as hell, man. That's so dope, man. Look, where you from?
I'm from Pittsburgh, PA. East side, that's East Coast.
East Siders.
East Coast. East Siders, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's the East Coast right here, man.
You remember back in the day?
If people don't know, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Pittsburgh is East Coast. You know your geographical, you know, edge, man. Pittsburgh is East Coast to the fullest. Philly is only 4 hours away from us, man. So, you know, we East Coast to the fullest. So when I say I'm bringing the best in boom bap East Coast rap, you better believe that.
Hell yeah, man. You remember back in the day, Snoop Dogg, man, the East Siders?
Most Def, man. You know, Most Def, man. You know what? Shout out to Snoop Dogg because he's a real Pittsburgh, you know, fan. You know, the Steelers and everything. Me personally, I don't really like, you know, I didn't stop watching football since, you know, Colin Kaepernick took that knee. You know, so I haven't watched football in supporting of him and what he stands for. So, but aside from that, Snoop always been a Pittsburgh supporter. You know what I'm saying? You know, right. The funny thing right now, nobody's seeing right now, I got a shirt that got Lloyd Banks on it, It's his clothing line. He's actually one of my influences too. You heard me say G Unit.
Right.
It's his clothing line, the PLK. You can only buy exclusively on his store. But I was thinking before this, I was gonna wear. I got a hockey jersey. It's the same hockey jersey that Snoop Dogg wore in Gin and Juice. It got the Penguins and it got Gin and Juice on the back. I was gonna wear that, but then I was like, wait a minute, I'm gonna be hot to the motherfucker because it's 80 something the fucking degrees outside. So I'm not gonna do it.
Oh hell yeah. Damn. Let me ask you this right here, dog.
What?
Do you have a manager in the rap in this music game, man? You're in.
Yes, I do have a manager. Her name is Beverly Bush. So I'm a part of Beautiful Danger Entertainment. She's been real good connecting me with the best possible people. She knows, when she heard me, she believed in me. She believed in my dream, believed in my voice, believed in my talent. And, she been real instrumental of, hooking me up with the right possible people. Along with, Queen Gina, they've been very, very helpful.
Queen Gina's
just
awesome,
simply to
man.
the
She
right people.
supports a lot of folks out there.
Yeah, she do, yo. She really, really do. She goes hard. She grinds, man. She fucking grinds. So, anybody who, has that type of, ambition, not just, with other artists, that's what it is. So my manager, like I said, she helped me get in touch with, different people. Um, she's amazing. I like how she's believing in me and my craft. So that's my manager right there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, everybody, you're in store for a dope, awesome presentation of this man right here, Rapp Starr, Hurricane Cam's music, y'all. And first off, we're gonna start this off with '90s Baby. This is dope singing and dope content. I listened to it earlier. I really liked it. I think the singing was amazing. Good lyrical content. Featuring Lily the Goddess, y'all. And it's...
Shout,
Yo.
shout out to Lily the Legally the Goddess, yo. she blew it out the water, yo.
This is
Blew
fire,
it out
y'all.
the water. She got some projects coming up. She got some projects coming up.
Hey, yo, what's
She got
up?
a
It's
movie
your boy
coming
Rapp
out like a
Starr,
little trailer, man. Be on the lookout for her, man. Shout out to Lily the Goddess.
Absolutely. Here we go, y'all. Everybody start moving. This is dope.
I'ma take you back in time, so don't trip in the hood like D-Lo. Going, we start rap with Stilo. She felt to death, homie, we were all that. Can't tell me the 90s wasn't the decade. Ain't throwing no disses, no insult, no shade. I miss being a kid again. Around the same time, doctors started pushing out Ritalin, Bosch jeans, rocking Timberlands. Hands up, rap stars bringing back the 90s again. Go chronic, don't you stand on the morning. See my fist blow, get more rings than Sonic. This is for my 90s brothers. We all of that. I do it for my 90s sisters. We all of that. The Padres and Cornelis. We all of that. So sit still, cause we coming right back.
Takes you back, everybody. You know what's up. You're rocking it out. I'm your boy OG. This is Rapp Starr a.k.a. Hurricane Cam.
Ain't no party like a 90s party, cause a 90s party don't stop. Ain't no stopping party, keep rocking to the old ladies on the block, got a cars. But leave the box too, blood spot. Had a feast of battle with the homie to make the joint hot. Rap philosophy, I got the groove theory. Beat drops, I move, you move with me. Dedication to the 90s, from city to city. Need system of voices to get a little TLC. For every young, number one with a bullet. This is easy, this record is ruthless. Bigger than the tide, yeah, ready to ride. It's me and my girlfriend, like Bonnie and Clyde. We thuggin', so we ready to
Like
ride.
Bonnie and Clyde, everybody.
Like Death Row Camp, 90s vibe.
I like it. Woo!
From the 90s to the 1999. From the 90s to the 1999. From the 90s to the 1999. From the 90s to the 1999.
nah, everybody, you know what's up.
From the 1999.
I feel like I'm back in time, y'all. I like this though. This is a dope vibe, man. The dopest eras was like the 90s, early 2000s to me.
Real shit. Real shit.
You're amazing, Queen Gina. Thank you. Much love to you sending in those stars.
Yeah.
You're rocking it out. I'm your boy OG to the Flow Master, y'all. And we got the amazing, dope, lyrical artists out there making huge moves, man. Bringing music back, the real music, man, that we all love and miss, man. I know there's a lot of changes going in this world, y'all. There's all these new Gen Z young folks out there. They like this mumble rap. They like all this stuff. And I'm not hating on nobody, but to me, as a lyrical artist and as a, you know, I've been listening to this music for so long, it was all about who could be the dopest, the lyricalist, the most intense, you know, put out the stuff that just blew people's minds away. And then some of the stuff nowadays to me just seems like so authentic, not authentic, so origin, like, man, what is that word for it, man? The word, man. It's like freaking just replicated. I don't know. There's something made from a machine. It just don't feel right. It just ain't feeling right to me. But I ain't hate.
Manufactured. That's what it is.
I'm not
manufactured.
I'm not hating though, but it just seems like, you know, just a bunch of looped over stuff. But all right, man. So let me ask you this, man. Are you a fan of mumble rap?
Hell no. Hell no. I actually made a diss record on mumble rap before.
Oh.
It was called Holler. You know, so I'm not a fan of it at all. You know, I mean, it's crazy because it's like it's like if you was to eat filet mignon or all these high-end types of food, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That, you know, is good for the soul, good for the body, you know what I'm saying? And you have an opportunity to go and eat something that has less value. So you go to like a fast food restaurant or something like that. It's cool to eat when like you're just like you hungry and everything like that, but you know you're not going to get the basic nutrition from whatever you eating at a fast food restaurant that you can't get, you know, at a home cooked meal when you eating good.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's basically what it is. You got a lot of motherfuckers who are just comfortable where they at. You know what I'm saying? There's people who is comfortable just okay eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you give them a steak and they be like, it's cool, but I'm gonna keep going to the jelly peanut butter and jelly sandwich because that's what I like, that's what I'm used to. You know,
Yeah.
Me on the other hand, you know, I'm a 90s baby. So that means everything about the 90s I embraced. 90s hip hop, 90s R&B, 90s rock music. I used to listen to grunge music. You know, I'm talking about the "Can You Take Me Higher" type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm talking about the Alien Ant Farm Smooth Criminal. You know, this is the shit I used to watch on VH1 videos, VH1 on Soul and the MTV too. You know, the music videos. You know what I'm saying? You know, everything about the 90s and the early 2000s, musically and culturally, was so much better than it is right now because it's just a gimmick. All these rappers out here, y'all a gimmick. You know, to shoot 'em up, bang bang, and what people don't really understand is hip hop never was actually for the promotion of violence.
Right.
People don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You know, people say, oh, you know, hip hop, it promotes violence and everything. It promotes drugs and everything. I said the basic form of hip hop came out of the late 70s. It didn't start with the gang shit and the drug shit until after the epidemic of the crack era came. And we all know who was to blame for the crack era. It was the PD. It was the police department putting crack into the neighborhoods. You had gangs who were affiliated with the Black Panther movement. The Bloods and the Crips was actually a gang that was supporting, protecting the black community from racist cops and racist white people. This is what they don't. That's when you had, an influx of rappers who were not only drug dealers, and some of them were drug addicts. So because that was the lifestyle at that time, that's where it came out, in the music. And then like in the 80s, they was telling you don't sell drugs, don't do drugs. In the 90s, they saying, I had to sell drugs to feed my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a high school education. I dropped out because I had to, hustle packs for my parents because my mom's on drugs, my daddy's gone. I had to support the family. The
Right.
situations changed, hip hop.
Absolutely.
So hip hop was never really supposed to be about selling drugs or doing harm to your community or degrading women. A lot of people like to blame hip hop for talking about the misogyny of women and everything, but you got to also look at society has done that as a whole. It's not hip hop. Everybody want to blame hip hop. We had prominent hip hop figures like Queen Latifah, Moni Love, ladies first. That's hip hop. You know,
Absolutely.
people only people only recognizing, the WAP, and that's cool. I'm a man. I could appreciate the WAP, but there got to be something. There got to be something to you.
What happened
Hip
to
hop.
MC Light and Bushwick Bill? You remember Bush back in the day?
That's what I'm saying. I love MC Light. I love my favorite song in MC Light is Roughneck. I was just playing that last night on my way home from work. Get a roughneck, gotta get a roughneck, yo, that's my shit. Yo, she was talking about her love of a masculine man, and I think that's another thing that's missing with hip hop is the masculinity of fucking men. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna mention no fucking names because you already know who I'm talking about. There's a lot of them. Hip hop wasn't meant for that shit. I'm not a hater or anything like that, but I think we changing the narrative to what it's not supposed to be.
All right.
Same with anything else in hip hop. We change
All
the
right.
narrative.
Let's flip the script. Biggie or Pac?
Both, nigga.
So you can't just
What
pick one. You can't.
the fuck? You it, you it's that's not really a fair debate to do that. You know
No.
what I'm saying? For one, we all got to know that they both got two different styles. Two different styles.
Absolutely.
And we also got to feel the fact that Pac has evolved as an MC. He evolved, from Tupacalypse. He evolved from a matter of fact, rest in peace, Shock G. He evolved from Digital Underground to Tupacalypse, all the way to Machiavelli to Dawn. Tupac had an evolution going on. Biggie only had 2 albums, only 2, and one of them he was only alive to see one of them.
Right.
So, the lyrical content of both, and they're both from the East Coast. I hope people know. I hope if not, I'm gonna pull y'all's hip hop card. But Tupac is actually an East Coast rapper. All that West Side shit and everything like that. That's cool. That's where he moved to. That was his residence at the time. Because he was out there long before. But let's keep it real. He was born in New York City, so he's an East Coast rapper. And then another thing, lastly about that, is you really can't compare Tupac and Biggie as far as like the beef is concerned, because the people who kept that beef alive was the media.
Absolutely.
That whole East Coast West Coast war, the media, they was fueling that fire. It started off the East Coast West Coast war. Didn't even start with Tupac and Biggie. It started with the West Coast feeling like they wasn't really getting no love in New York City stations because hip hop started in the East Coast. And then we got the West Coast, and we got, different shit that they talking about, and it's actually sweeping the nation. They felt that they wasn't getting no love on the East Coast in New York anyway. Because I tell you, Pittsburgh is so East Coast, but Pittsburgh also in the 90s, in the late 80s and early 90s, it mirrored the West Coast a lot with the gangs and shit. Like the area that I come from like there's East Side Crips in Homewood, and that's my neighborhood, East Side Crips. I got a lot of family that's East Side Crips. So my dad, he told me one day, he said it got so bad that Pittsburgh actually had to bring cops over from LA to handle the the gang shit here. So,
Damn.
that's what it is. So, you know, that's hip hop for you. So that's why I can't really say Biggie or Pac because they're just two different artists, and people like to bring it up a lot just about the beef, but that's a sad, unfortunate thing. I don't think hip hop has actually recovered from that still.
Man,
Because we still
I'm
have
just
rappers.
absolutely blown away by so much input you had on this whole question right here, man. A lot of artists just sit there and just have very less to say. And, man, it just shows how fluent and educated you are in the rap and hip hop game, man. And that's shout outs to you for that, man. Respect.
I, I appreciate it. It's like I'm gonna say this. It's like, you ever been to a job interview? You ever been to a job interview and like a job, you go into orientation, you get the job, you go into orientation. The first thing they do when you're in orientation, they show you like a video of like the history of where you at.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel about hip hop. I think every MC out there, even if you're not even an MC, if you are an MC, if you're a B-boy, if you're somebody who spits knowledge, if you're somebody who's a graffiti artist, if you're somebody who's, a DJ, all the 5 elements of hip hop, if you're in all 5 of them, I think anybody should know the real history of hip hop. Because how can you call yourself a hip hop artist or you listen to hip hop? Because there's a difference. I have a different love for hip hop rather than some fans out there. Because there's fans that will look at me and some of the shit that I be saying, and they be like, "Oh, you fucking crazy. You don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, yo, I'm a hip hop artist. You just listen to the shit. I do the shit. A person who doesn't have children can't really express the love that they have for children unless they have one of their own. Whether it's, by, birth or, adoption or anything. But I'm just saying, if you have a teacher who is a teacher and she's teaching a school full of kids, she might love children, but she's not going to know that bond between a child and her fully unless she has children of her own. So when I say you could love hip hop and be a fan, but it's a different kind of love when I actually write the shit down in a pen and paper, motherfucker.
Hell yeah. Man, all right, y'all. Look, what's up, man? We fixing to play another song by this amazing artist right here, who definitely is fluent in the rap hip hop game, man, and making huge moves. And I really am glad to have folks on here like this. And man, we appreciate you, Rapp Starr, man, for real.
I appreciate y'all too, man, for real. Y'all done made my day, man.
Man, tell them all. This is Bambo. What's up with this song, man? It's dope. It's lyrical. I love it. It's fucking awesome.
Oh my.
This is one of my favorite ones you sent in.
Bambo is bars. You can take it 2 ways, Bars ain't never been ordinary. That's a Bambo. You know what I'm saying? A Bambo is also blow a nigga brains out. We're not literally, in a sense, blow a nigga brains out, but what I'm saying is my bars are so crazy it will blow your fucking mind, kid. Like I'm telling you, you never heard somebody like this, in hip hop spitting like this, unless you talking about the OGs, like Method Man. Method Man definitely still get busy in the freestyle. Lloyd Banks definitely, he just came out with an album, best album of the fucking year so far, so like I said, you listen to this shit, it's gonna take you back to some old school shit, man. I'm telling you, boy, I'm hot.
Woo! Woo! It's going down, y'all. It's Rapp Starr, Hurricane Cam, Bambo. Let's just check it out.
Yeah.
And it is fire.
It's Rapp
Here we go.
Starr. Watch me wreck this, you know what I'm saying?
Gasoline, baby.
East Coast, get to begging for more. Straight out of watching documentaries. We should've had a message. My message is subliminal. I deal with literal, it's knowledge. They keep me grounded just like a mineral. Calling the ancestors to reach my pinnacle. I'm 151 hard, you sweet like pinnacle. See, even a wild cat know not to play with his food. So when I see you looking like dinner, ooh, I'm only 9 bars in and I'm killing it. 2 bars in, I know you was feeling it. Got a high 16, ain't no concealing it. It's rap to the stars. It's the radio Raheem. It's Sunny Bradford Studios putting in work. From 10 at night to the birds start to chirp. Hey yo, cuz it's trying to make another hit now. Like L Sessions, watch how I get down. Get the pen, get the pad, get the writing, get the rhyming, get the shining. Yeah, blow a nigga brains out. Get the rolling, get the twisting, get the lifting, get a whip. Yeah, blow a nigga brains out. Don't deal with incomplete thoughts like hoes collecting mental checks. Incomplete thoughts, busting in the Jimmy. Incomplete thoughts, niggas serving incomplete sentences. Semi calling to a cop, so we clear. Don't care about your political views. I'm black. Kick rocks to the rhythm blue. Political bloods and crips. Who y'all tryna prove? Like pro-blacks grilling on 4th of July too. Controversial like Marshall starting a mosh pit. Democrats, Republicans, graffitis on your walls, bitch. Politics like my woman at first glance. Till this day, I can never forget about that ass. I'm a genius. Go ahead, check my math work. My ode to hip-hop like H2O spelled backwards. My ancestors' back hurts. Child of the colonists. Enough they passed. I'm only 2 verses in, and you know I'm killing it. Turn this song up, I know you was feeling it. Got a hot one, ain't no concealing it. It's rap to the start, it's the radio. Get the pen, get the pen, get the
rhyme, get the rhyme, Rapp Starr a.k.a. live interview, everybody.
Get the rolling, get the twisting, get the lifting, get a whip. Yeah, blow a nigga brains out. Fucking with Rapp Star's music, let me hear you holler. Headbanger music, blunt force trauma. Ain't nothing stopping my cash flow. Bars ain't never been ordinary. Curling and bamboo. I'll say it loud so you and your mans know. Ain't nobody better than me, true liver Brasco. From the 50s, the Josh, the Pox, and the X's. Whoever complex, we pay homage to the Vex. You wanna flex, time to break necks. Return of the boom back, show some respect. Teach you something that you won't forget. Vital lesson to anybody try to test. They fucking the Jodeci. Now these babies coming. Ain't no frontin'. 6 songs are running. Nah. Middle finger to the competition. What am I saying? It's just me and my reflection. All 3 verses, and you know I'm killing it. 2 bars in, I know you was feeling it. 48 bars, ain't no concealing it.
Straight fire, y'all. Gas. You know what's up.
Get the pen, get the pad, get the writing, get the rhyming, get the shining. Yeah, blow a nigga brains out. Get the rolling, get the twisting, get the lifting, get a whip. Yeah, blow a nigga brains out.
Woo! Your boy Rapp Starr, Hurricane Cam in the house. You know what time it is. This is the interview, and that was Bambo. Dope lyrical content. He was putting it down, y'all, man. Gangster style, y'all. That's what you call straight G, P-I-M-P. Guaranteed to make him scream, looking mean with the winning team, and with his music, he'll make you fiend. Because I'm telling you, man, it's gasoline. Yeah, you know what's up, y'all.
Yeah.
We like it when it's dope rhymes, dope lyrical content, dope gas. Everybody know they can't pass. The music that'll last. The music that'll put the damn... He's ahead of the class, y'all. He's so fast, he'll finish like Flash. He'll hit the fucking competition with a Hulk smash. And that's what I like. For real, man. Guaranteed to make him scream on the lean, looking mean with the winning team. He's on a gangster lean, y'all. You don't know nothing about that because y'all probably young folks watching right now. You don't know nothing about the gangster lane. You don't want to get
not at all.
Don't get your card pulled, y'all. All right, you know what's up, man. Shout outs to R.I.P. to Easy E, y'all. Rest in peace. You know what's up. All right, man. We got our boy, man. We got our boy Rapp Starr in the house, man, and we're doing this live interview. We've listened to some dope music. We've had some interesting conversation. We got to know a little bit of information about this fella right here. And I'm going to ask you this right here, man. Kim Kardashian or Halle Berry? Which one?
Oh, shit.
Boom. Put it on you right there.
I don't know. I don't know because... for one, I'm spoken for. That's for one.
Right.
2, there's too much traffic going in both of those tunnels. If you know what I'm saying, man. Too much traffic, man. Too much traffic. Too much traffic. No, I'm not saying everybody. Not saying everybody got to pass. You know, but you know, I mean, it's not my style. Now, if you would have said Jill Scott. I don't know. Jill Scott, my crush. You know, she's my crush. I don't have a crush no more because of Taken. But when I had a crush, she was my crush. Jill Scott You know, everybody who know me know I prefer bigger women. So
Right.
that's just
Ain't nothing
what it
wrong
is.
with that. Different
So
different strokes, different folks, brother.
yeah,
Man, let me
man,
ask you this: you got any merchandise anybody can find out there on the internet?
you know what? I'm about to come out with something. Something's definitely on the way. I got some merchandise coming. It's not official yet, where I can send you the link and tell you where to go. But definitely things will be popping. I've been posting shit. A lot of people they like the ideas of it. So if anybody wants some merch, just follow. Um, just follow me, add me, follow me. But also, I do have a magazine I came out with back in April by shout out to Veronica Gonzalez, Vero G, dope MC, dope singer, she from Brooklyn, shout out to the Bordeos, shout out to all of them, Vero G, she's dope. She just did she came out with a CD Victory, it's on iTunes.
Hell
She
yeah.
did a song with Cuban Link. She did a song with Cuban Link. You know what I'm saying? Cuban Link. All right. You know, so she's doing real things. So I'm actually gonna give me 1 sec. I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like.
Cuban
Let
link,
me show
everybody.
let me show you what it looked like. This is what the magazine looked like.
Oh
This came
hell.
out in April. You see me with the white tiger Kangol. I'm hip hop when I'm rocking the Kangol. You know what I'm saying? I got the white tiger fur coat. I got the rope chain. Man, what? I'm
Looking
fresh
like
than a
a pimp.
motherfucker. Swear, man. Like this is East Coast. This is East Coast right here. This is what I'm saying, yo. This is
Hell
East
yeah.
Coast right here.
Hell
So that's
yeah.
what the magazine looked like. I got another magazine for real, for real. It's a little older. It's a little older. This is back in 2016. Anybody know Coast to Coast Mixtapes magazine? This was me back in 2016, man. Coast to Coast Mixtape magazine, issue 70. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
just look at that. you know. So I've been pretty busy. I've been pretty busy coming out. I'm trying to come out with my EP. 90s Baby is almost done. I got 3 singles. The 3 singles is actually all the shit that you playing. So before you even get the EP, you already know what you rocking with. So you know you're gonna get some hot product. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So
So you out and
so
about, you making them shout, no doubt. Your
uh
style
huh
stout. You
uh huh
knock a hater out in the title bout. So what's up, man?
mm-hmm.
He's on the. She's on
Oh
that
man,
real shit. That's what I'm
yeah,
talking
yo,
about.
like I got crazy. Like I got crazy. Like I literally got some dope shit on the way, and it's not these 3 shits. I'm telling you, yo. I be driving to work and motherfuckers literally stop me and ask me, "Hey, yo, who's you listening to, son?" I be like, "Me." For real? Yeah, me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on my way to work. I'm in my parking lot. I got Steve Martin looking motherfuckers coming, knocking on my window like, "Hey, Sonny, you know,
Damn.
who you listening to? I kind of like that. Yo, you rocking with the kid. Word? You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? So, everybody gonna appreciate this shit. I'm telling you, I come up with some hot shit. And I'm not the only one that's out, coming out with some hot shit. I'm not the only one. I got my homie, Lookout for 2 other Pittsburgh artists. True Live. Shout out to True Live. He's another dope ass MC. And Sonny Brasco, he's another dope ass MC. Pittsburgh don't just got me. We got other niggas that's also putting it down too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's crazy out here. It's crazy.
Hell yeah, man. Much love to you, man, Mr. Rapp Starr, the gangster on the
Yeah.
lane, looking mean with the mean machines on them collard greens. Hopefully, man, because
Oh
we all
yeah.
gotta have them collard greens.
Oh yeah. We gotta put a little adobo on it. We gotta put a little adobo on it.
Man, we finna
Anybody
rock it
know
out. We finna check out Power to My
adobo?
People, but let me ask you before we start this song, man. I seen that you
Let's
said you were a historian, man. Let's get some explanation on that. Let everybody know what's up.
okay. Um. Okay. So I went to college. I went to California University of Pennsylvania. Got a bachelor's in history. And I'm a historian. It's not like I actually did an internship in the Denora Smog Museum when I was in college. I did a DVD documentary on the Spanish community that lived in Denora. back in like the 40s and 50s and 60s. So there's a lot of things that I read upon. My expertise is African American, Latino, and Native American history. Those are my expertise and my most favorite. But I call myself a pan historian because I just love history on like everything. I love to learn. That's what I want to teach within my music. You know what I'm saying? I want people to have that same thirst for knowledge. When I tell you I'm a 90s baby, I'm going to show you how much of a 90s baby I am.
Hell
I
yeah.
would watch Wishbone. I would watch Wishbone, and he would be doing plays on William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. I went and I read Romeo and Juliet. Not only read Romeo and Juliet, but played Romeo from Romeo and Juliet when I was in third grade. You know what I'm saying? You know, I read about the Odyssey, the Iliad, Odysseus. You know what I'm saying? There's things out in the world that people don't understand that has a history of everything. Everything has a history. Where you at? How you know where you going if you don't know where you've been at? you know. So, with African American history, with Latino American history, because I'm mixed with, I'm Black, Native American. I'm 3 generations away from the Seminole Native American, reservation. My grandfather on my dad's side, was born on a Seminole reservation. I'm actually the 3rd generation away from it, but
Hell
also
yeah.
got because of the Seminole uh, uh, native ancestry. Also got the Taino native ancestry. The Tainos from Puerto Rico. That's where I got the chain too. So I feel like I got an extraordinary heritage about me. So with the ancestors, watching over me and everything, I feel like I need to give back. This is hip hop, so I want to teach, history to my people, because when you go to school, the school don't teach you shit on the
Right.
real. School don't teach you shit. Now, I'm saying, as far as like the basic shit, like the reading and the writing and the arithmetic, the math and everything like that, those are concrete. But what I'm actually talking about is when they talk about the history, they don't always talk about the right history. That's why it's called his story, because it's only about that motherfucker. It ain't about the rest of the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what I did was, even though I was in school, my mom, she would, when I was a kid, she threw encyclopedias at me. That's what
Woo.
it was. She threw encyclopedias at me. I had National Geographic books on every animal in the fucking world and where they
Woo.
was located at, and the dinosaurs and the prehistoric shit. It got even so deep. When the sex talk came with my mom didn't talk about it. She just threw an encyclopedia at me.
Damn. Woo.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
That's just what it is. My father, he's in my life. My father, he's the reason why I got into hip hop. He's the reason. Playing all the old shit. My mom, she used to work for a radio station. So me being around, the media, I kind of understood what was going on as far as the media. And my father, we would go to the bodegas and the mixtape stores and buy mixtapes, and he would play old school Parliament, Funkadelic. He would play Boosie Collins. He would play Tyrese. He would play, R. Kelly. He played
Hell yeah.
Jaheim. He played
Yeah.
all the old school hits in the '90s. Shit, I remember in the '90s it'd be like 96. I'm 5 years old, driving, with my dad in the passenger seat of his Cadillac in them leather ass seats that was hot in a motherfucker. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
Him playing Bone Thugs, him playing, Kool and the Gang, Summer Madness. You know what I'm saying?
All them
I'm
greats
so
and the old school
fucking 90s.
greats. Hell
I'm
yeah.
telling you, like, I'm so fucking 90s. That's why I'm like, yo, everything about me, like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I listen to Britney Spears, nigga. I don't care. I'm a 90s baby. I don't give a fuck. I listen to the Backstreet Boys, nigga.
Ha! Y'all didn't hear that.
I listen to, hold
No,
on,
I'm just
I listen
playing.
to
I'm
Radio
just messing
Disney.
with you.
I listen to Radio Disney, son. Like, I'm so fucking
Shit,
90s.
if
People
you
just
if you don't if you listen to these boys nowadays, man, fucking Backstreet Boys blew these motherfuckers away out nowadays. Man, it's fucking crazy.
And you're right. And you're absolutely right,
It's
yo.
crazy,
That's
dude.
dead ass, yo. Swear to God, yo. I be listening to some bad shit. I was like, yo, this shit was a fucking hit, kid. Like a hit, like a smash hit. You know that you fucking famous when they got Kid Bop remixing your songs to a Kid Bop song. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
This shit funny as hell. Let what, man? I wish they made a Kid Bop version of Power to the People, man.
Hell
What
yeah.
they need to do is make a remix to, a Kid Bop, to 90s baby, because that's more appropriate for them. The 90s
Absolutely.
baby. Speaking of 90s baby, I got it again. Shout out to Lily the Goddess for laying down those vocals. The 90s baby was actually like an homage to the TLC song, the theme song of All That. If people don't know, on Nickelodeon, that was the theme song. I flipped it. And because the TLC is a big part of the 90s, and they was a part of that show that was a part of my childhood. Why not? I'll flip it like that. Shout out to TLC, shout out to Left Eye, R.I.P. to Left Eye. So this is where I'm coming from, ladies and gentlemen. You're now rocking with your boy Rapp Starr, taking you back. I mean, way back, man.
That's right. And without further ado, let us introduce you to the song by the amazing artist Rapp Starr. This is Power to My People. Y'all ready, man?
Yeah.
Keep your ears open, get inspired, and let's roll.
Yeah. I want to make an anthem. Okay. Like, remember when rappers had anthems? Yeah, I remember. I want to create or recreate that move. Okay. Something like, kick that shit. Power to my people, cause my people got power. Power to my people, cause my people got power. Power to my people, cause my people got power. My people got power. The whole world is ours. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. My people got power. The whole world is ours. Roll call. Boricuas, morenos, nativos, los Chicano, Mexicano, otros Latinos. I do it for my black and brown hermanos. So let's shout it all the way to the Sao Paulo. Power to my people have power. Every other day we taking a hater shower. From the racist to hypocrites, the punk is cowards. We don't die, we multiply by the hour. Go ahead, do it again, pump your fist. It's time to show these what it is. So tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Come in. They're straight to never, so let's handle biz. The revolution will be televised, eyes wide, no TV gas, first person narrative. The cameraman just right outside. Soldiers, all information marching in a perfect line. My people so extraordinary, so resilient. Been fitting in every sense, so brilliant. I ain't down with that fuck shit. You ain't down with that fuck shit. This make me wanna buck shit. Salute to the youth of now. Juries are fighting for that justice. No way you can touch this. No way you can hush this. Governments all corrupted. It's the R to the A to the P, SCA to the R times 2. I'm fighting for you, and you. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. My people got power. The whole world is ours. All for one, or just one for all. Together we stand, divided we fall. You ain't down with the cause, then go get your hike on. I'm Huey P. Newton with a Pittsburgh fitted on. Afro Boricua, I'm way strong. I'm Shasha Yemenis with a bulletproof vest on. This is for my hit day, the show, our better day. Strive for greatness, let nothing get in your way. Wanna buy some land, wanna buy an estate. This financial growth, homie, it starts today. We the blacks, we the reds, we the browns, say it we loud. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. Power to my people got power. My people got power. The whole world is ours. Power.
The whole world is ours, he said, y'all. It's going down.
Power to my people, cause my people got power. Power to my people, My people got power. My people got power. The whole world is ours.
Woo! You know what it is, y'all, man. Damn, we've been rocking it out with the man, with the plan, and he's making a stand. He's making a stain up in the game, doing his thing, man. He's going freaking orangutan, y'all. I'm telling you, man. Everything I've heard, man, it's been the word. It's been superb. It's been sublime. It's been dope. It's been fine. It's been guaranteed. It's been making people scream. I'm telling you. And I know I've been rhyming a lot, but you know, I've been smoked off the pot. I've been chilling, and I'm just playing. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. I like to keep it real with everybody, man. I love it.
I'm right with you,
Right
Holmes,
with me,
man.
man. We're feeling good off the cush. We've been burning Mary Jane's bush, lighting the tush, and making her gush. Y'all, you didn't hear that last part. But anyways, man, much love to Rapp Starr, Hurricane Cam in the house, man, doing his thing, man. We've had a lot of dope, interesting conversation, dope music, man. He's been letting us check out, and it's been a dope ass interview, man. And do you have a website or anything out there, anywhere you want people to guide them to check you out?
It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Where you could just check it out is follow Rapp Starr 412 on Twitter. Follow Rapp Starr a.k.a. Hurricane Cam on Facebook. You know, that's what it is, you know. So, you know, uh I just keep posting. That's all I do is keep posting, you know. So
Are you available for booking?
I am, but I'm not gonna go yet anywhere. For one, I got a lot on my plate right now. Doing so much other stuff. When I actually start getting enough songs out there, for me to actually put on a good performance, because I haven't done a performance in like maybe close to 7 years.
Mm,
7 years physically. I
right.
mean, I did one TV performance back in 2017. Um, I was on my very good friend. He's a Pittsburgh comedian, Stephon Braxton. He had a television show called Comics on Life.
Right.
I performed for there a bunch of times for Cinco de Mayo. He asked me to, you know, rap in Spanish for him. I had a couple songs that I did with him. I also did like an audition to open up for Lil Wayne. That was like a few years ago, you know. So I usually just been trying to put out the music, the booking and the flying and everything like that. You know, I'll get to it later when I have more material, you know. But until then, you know, you'll get to see me, you know, everywhere. Once this music drop, is going to be everywhere. I mean, talking about iTunes, Spotify, you know, every music media that you know of is going to be on there. You know, also got a YouTube, you know, channel, Rapp Starr 412. You know, I drop videos of like my old shit. I got a song out there, you know, from when we was talking about, uh smoking that, Mary J. I got a song called Marijuana Dreaming featuring Lloyd Mass. I just
Oh.
got my version on it. It's cool, man. Like, it's something like, let me say something. It'd be like rolling that Jamaican 50 while listening to 50 don't make me get busy with them 9 millies, you feel me? I'm higher than the heavens, even Zeus and Hades feel me. With the pen, with a pistol, I'm a warrior like Achilles. You say you was a gangster, nigga. I know you lying. I don't gotta be from Queens to get rich or die trying, cause I'm the new breed. Nigga, I'm hardcore, have niggas begging for mercy, for my wrath, for my hunger for more. I'm a young buck, but I ain't straight out of cash. You'll see me in a couple of years, riding in the Coupe de Ville. You can't deny Rapp Starr. He got the skills prepared for the massacre. When I shoot to kill, right hand over the wheel. Latina right in the pasture. Musing my documentary. When I release the massacre, the bug got me paranoid. Niggas be scheming, roll a twist, smoking. These niggas marijuana dreaming. You know what I'm
Woo!
saying?
Damn, that was gas. That was gasoline, y'all. What's up, man? You knew that.
If y'all notice, I made G Unit album references in the bars. If anybody caught that, you know.
And that's for the real listeners out there, y'all. Man, you got your two different type of listeners. You got the ones waiting for the hooks so they can sing along. And you got the ones listening to the lyrical content that's digging
Mm-hmm.
the substance, y'all. I'm saying, and this man right here definitely has substance, y'all. I want to give a big, huge shout out to Rapp Starr a.k.a. Hurricane Cam for this dope
Yeah.
live interview, man, right here on LA Radio Live, Hot 107. And I'm going to tell you something, man. It's been gas, man. It's been gas, man. We appreciate you. Hopefully, we can get you on the future for a live music showcase, man, and showcase all your dope ass music, man. For real.
That'd be fucking dope. That'd be dope because you know what? You gonna see a progression with me because like I feel like I'm at the top of my game right now, but you know everybody has room to grow. You know I'm kind of like a Super Saiyan right now. You know I'm Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Ultra Instinct. You know Evolutionary Blue. You know, there's so many different levels to the shit that I can sky the rock, you know, and be on, you know. Notice the Dragon Ball Z references, you know, because I'm
That's
so
right.
fucking
He's
90s. You
Goku.
know what
He's freaking.
I'm
Or
saying?
either that. He's not Vegeta, because I don't think he's a bad dude. But I think he's Goku for sure. And he finna go Super Saiyan on y'all's asses with this dope ass music, man. It's gonna keep getting better and better and better. So you better become a
Yeah.
fan of this dope rapper right here, Rapp Starr, aka Hurricane Cam, man. And I
Hurricane
believe
Cam.
that he's not only gonna come with rap. I believe he's gonna cross genres in the future, y'all, and start bringing you some stuff that just blows your mind away.
And you know what? You're dead right because I'm working on some shit. You know, I'm working on some reggaeton shit. You know, I got some reggaeton shit that I'm trying to blend and everything. I did reggaeton in the past. I had 2 songs from my previous mixtapes. You know, that was when I was, you know, trying to figure out what I wanted to do, you know. You know, I had a song called Afro Latino and I had a song called Viva Puerto Rico. You know, if you see, you know, if you notice in some of my songs, I'll drop, you know, some Spanish every once in a while. You know, but
Hell yeah.
actually, to be honest with you, I take it even a step. I'll even take a step back, man. Shout out to King P the Hustler. He is a dope MC from the West Side, Chicano rap. You know what I'm saying? We talking that Mexican rap. Me and him, we got 2 songs together. I'm in the mix of writing a third song. If you check on YouTube, we got this song called Heando, which is featuring me, King Peter Hustler, and the original Fire Mexican. Got that shit. We
Hell
got
yeah.
Latin Love. You know, so I even, you know, I fucks with the like. Come on, son. Like when I say I fuck with hip hop, I fuck with the Native American hip hop. Shout out to Native King. You know what I'm saying? So I fucks with all of them. You know, King Peter Hustler. You know,
Hell yeah.
original Fire, you Fire Mexican. You know, I fuck with the Mexican. Yo, I listen to Mr. Criminal. My favorite is Mr. Criminal, man. Mr. Criminal, Chino Grande, Little Rob. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with hip hop, son. Like on some real
Hell yeah.
shit. I
Dope,
fucks
dope.
with hip.
Rapp Starr a.k.a. Hurricane Cam, everybody. This has been the dope live interview. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta take care of some business, y'all. And man, we really appreciate you, Mr. Rapp Starr, Hurricane Cam, man. You've been dope. Dope music, man. Dope interview, man. God bless you, brother.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for everybody who is listening. 90s Baby. And the singles from the 90s Babies will be on there soon. So just keep it posted, keep it locked. Because I'm coming back with that real shit. 90s Baby. Better believe
Absolutely.
that shit.
Everybody have an amazing night. I'm your boy OG. This is
You
Rapp
know?
Starr, and we're out.